Welcome to the new RiverCityGamers Podcast, hosted by SCXCR and Well Unreal 007, as well as many other members from the RiverCityGamers website. Stay tuned for all the gaming news, new pickups, and everything else we feel like talking about on the RiverCityGamers Podcast.
Hello, welcome to RiverCityGamers Podcast. I am SCXCR.
I am Unreal.
And continuing this trend of speaking like this is Blondeguygamer.
And I am Nightman.
And a lot of us just got back from Anime North 2014.
I totally loved that power outage we had on Thursday. 4-star hotel.
I especially loved the updates from the manager that were not actually updates.
Like how the pool wouldn't open, even though they said it would open at a specific time.
And that has nothing to do with the actual convention, just the hotel we stayed at.
And Nightman didn't go.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Way to single him out.
Sorry. Hey, he's not the only one that didn't get to go.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
believe me, if everyone could have gone, it would have happened. But then it's like, God, try and pay for like 2 rooms? Oh boy.
Well,
But-
I was starting work anyway, so
Maybe next year. I mean,
yeah.
maybe next year we'll get a different hotel that won't, lose power on a single day.
Yeah, we'll get one that's closer to the convention. Maybe get one inside the Sheraton, and they have some panel rooms there, so maybe we can do a panel, and maybe we could call it Gaming News.
Gaming news! So unreal.
Good news, the PlayStation 4 is no longer losing money.
I guess that is good news.
Yay! Okay.
Yep, when the system first launched, Sony was selling each system at a loss. But that isn't the case anymore.
Okay then.
Well, we'll just have to see how it goes in the long run. I mean, it'll probably keep selling, obviously. Probably more than the Xbox One. But we'll talk about the Xbox One in a bit.
Well, actually, we can talk about it right now because PS4 is still outselling the Xbox One.
That's not benefiting the Xbone.
That's not really news. I think that's pretty much like everybody knows that at this point.
Everyone pretty much assumed that would happen anyway.
Yet Oni bought one. Why?
He also bought a PS4 as well. He gets everything.
I say save your money, and then next thing you know, oh, look at all these games I bought.
He'll probably trade it in like he did with the Vita anyway.
Oh my god, Tony! Oh my
Anyway,
god.
let's not keep ravaging on Oni. So what else?
No offense, Tony. You know how it is.
Yeah, let's just keep talking about things that he bought, like the Xbox One, which presumably had a Kinect with it. Although, future Xbox Ones won't have a Kinect with it.
And that's actually a good thing. It
Yeah.
ended up lowering the price by $100. But even then, it's not as powerful as the PS4, presumably. Or, hell, confirmed at this point, with all the reports and stuff.
Well, the PS3 was more powerful than the Xbox 360, and that didn't stop people from getting either system.
Problem with the PS3 was, it had an awful price launch that eventually got better. Never forget.
The thing is, though, with the Xbox One is that there's no games on it that makes me say, wow, I want to buy this console.
That's me with the PS4 and the Xbox.
Yeah, that's
right
me with
now.
both consoles right now,
Yeah,
to be honest.
kind of a given because they just came out and all, but still.
But I'm just like, I have enough money to buy a PS4 for like $400, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to. Like, I have to pay like $50 or $60 for like a full year of PlayStation Plus to play online, and of course you have to pay for full price games or used if you're lucky. But at this point in time, I'm just like, I don't see myself getting any use out of it, which is why I'm still waiting. Or I'm just gonna go ahead and say, new PC is fine.
What's been interesting to me, see, is the way that some developers are reacting to the fact that Kinect's not going to be sold with the Xbox One anymore. It's kind of a wide range of responses. Although, you do get people like C418, who was the guy who did the audio and music for Minecraft, saying things like, "My waggle camera is in a drawer somewhere, I don't know."
I mean, at this point, Microsoft knew that no one's really up to get the Kinect right away for it, and they're not gonna try and justify, paying an extra $100 along with it for something that people may not even want to use in the first place, because it's starting to get that reputation. Well, if it hasn't already, that it's just not that good of a peripheral. Even though it did sell millions on the 360, but even then, it's like, I think people are now starting to realize that once it's like out there and everyone's played it and realized what it is, then no one's really interested in it anymore. And plus, they want to compete with the PS4, so they have to lower the price point to compete with it if they want any chance of like it actually not being too outsold anyway.
I think the funniest thing about all of this is the people that actually paid $500 in full are basically feeling like they're getting gimped now, because they
Well, how many games
kind of want their $100 back.
Well, how many games and things are even use this new Kinect or the Xbox One Kinect? Like the only game I could think of was that one fighting game, which was pretty awful from the looks of it.
Oh, it's fucking awful. And aside from like menu usage and saying Xbox sign out,
I think the only other Kinect game that's even coming out for it is like a Fantasia game, like a music theme, Disney Fantasia thing. I'm not even sure what that one's going to be like, but that's literally the only thing I can think of for the Kinect.
It's like, why bother?
Yeah, I mean
they're backpedaling on so much shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just dropped support for the Kinect entirely, because if they try and force it on people, it's like, oh, kind of backfires.
And just a little bit of salt in the financial wound. You remember that huge marketing push that they had for the Kinect around like 2010, 2011 or so? That $500 million marketing push.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
That doesn't surprise me.
$500 million?
Hey, marketing costs a lot.
Especially when you don't know how to properly manage your money.
Exactly. Like, and look what it turned out to be. Great. It's fucking great.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, I don't want to. Just no more.
Because you know what the best thing to talk about after a Microsoft article is?
Yay.
An EA article. Specifically, they shut down Mythic Entertainment. You're probably wondering, who's Mythic Entertainment?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, they were the original creators of Dark Age of Camelot. They were acquired by EA during the development cycle of Warhammer Online, and more recently, you might remember them for that new Dungeon Keeper game.
Oh.
You mean that mobile one, or
the mobile Dungeon Keeper game?
The literal pay-to-win thingy.
The one where, for free-to-play, you can basically try to cut through 2 blocks and then have to wait a day and a half to do anything else.
Basically pay to not wait type of game.
The same game that, when it asks you to rate your experience, if you don't rate it 5 stars, it won't accept the rating.
Wow. Yeah. Fuck that. I mean, Dark Age of Camelot actually sounded really familiar when you mentioned it. I just don't remember what it was, but I remember the name.
They quickly crashed and burned after that, didn't they?
Thanks, EA, Obama. Again.
Wouldn't that be considered good news considering that Dungeon Keeper game, though?
Whatever.
Yeah, but then you get into the argument who's more to blame for that, EA or Mystic.
Yeah, and plus people don't want to lose jobs, obviously, despite what they made.
Yeah, well, since we've already covered Sony and Microsoft a little bit, why not a Nintendo article? Specifically, we are going to have a use for GameCube controllers again.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Recently, they unveiled details about the Smash Brothers Invitational thing through a video. By the way, Jeff Keighley's hosting it. God. Sorry. God damn it. Why does he have to host it? Doesn't he fucking hate Nintendo? I don't get it. But aside from that, they reveal details about who's competing, what the rules are and stuff. And at the very end of the video, they revealed the GameCube adapter. Which is pretty funny how they presented it. They presented it like it was like some sort of porn thingy with all this jazz music and shit. And everyone was excited. I mean, it's cool. I just wonder how much it's gonna be for the adapter.
I also wonder what, if anything else, would the adapter be used for?
Like, my prediction is it'll probably retroactively work with games that supported, say, the Pro controller. Not the Classic Controller Pro, the Pro controller for the Wii U specifically. It may work like that, but remapped to the GameCube. I don't know, though, because I'm pretty sure the Pro controller has a few more buttons than the GameCube. By maybe at least one or two.
Also, you could use it for Wii games that had GameCube controller support, because since the Wii U is compatible with Wii games.
But I'm still wondering what it's gonna hook up to.
So you mean I could play Smash Brothers Brawl with a GameCube controller?
But why would you want to play Brawl when there's a new one coming out? That'll probably
the
be
new one's
better.
not out. The new one's not out yet. I mean, when we played Brawl before the online went out, because I moved my save data onto the Wii U, I couldn't use my GameCube controller. So,
Woo.
but there's other Wii games that had GameCube controller support though too that I wouldn't mind using that for too.
But I'm just wondering if it will work retroactively on the Wii. Because we don't know how it's gonna work yet. We just know, hey, you can play GameCube controllers. We don't know a price for the adapter yet, how it's gonna work retroactively on games or Wii games, who knows. But you could use it for Smash, which I guess is probably the best news.
Yeah, and unfortunately you can't play GameCube games in the Wii U,
But who knows? Maybe now we'll have GameCube Virtual Console.
yeah, $30 for Super Mario Sunshine.
$20.
If we're lucky.
Unless it's 30 cents. No. Like 30-cent sale. Quick, buy your game. But unlike people buying their games, let's talk about Wolfenstein.
Oh, jeez. So, I assume you're all aware of the new Wolfenstein game that came out, right?
I'm aware that the 360 version is on 4 discs.
4 discs?
4! Yep.
Well, looks like Lost Odyssey's not the only 4-disc 360 game now.
I don't know. 4 discs. Seriously. I'm not joking about it.
I had to do that with the Lost Odyssey, so... But what about the new Wolfenstein?
Well,
besides 360 things?
Something strange is kind of happening with Wolfenstein New Order in regard to piracy. By the way, can I just say right away, the commercials I've seen for that game make Blazkowicz look like such a goof.
What, does he have like a stupid grin face?
He has a stupid like look on his face half the time. But anyway, on to the news. According to sites like Torrent Freak, Wolfenstein the New Order has been pirated roughly 100,000 times so far.
Jeez.
And that's not easy for them to do, because can you guess how many gigabytes in size the game is?
Nearly
like,
50?
It's like 50 or something, isn't it?
43.65.
Almost, well, close to 50, yeah.
That far off.
Somehow bigger than Max Payne 3 on PC, which was like in the 30th.
That would take quite a while to torrent.
Yeah, and apparently this is having a bizarre effect because people who were trying to pirate the game are now just instead going out and buying the game.
So what you're saying is
it's
that
too
because,
long. Fuck it, I'll buy it instead, or just wait for a price drop.
Yeah, basically they're like, the game is so big in file size that people are just going, ah, fuck it, I might as well just buy it instead of waiting for like 3 weeks to torrent it.
Yeah, one anonymous quote from a person who tried to pirate it said, "I have to uninstall like 10 games to play this shit."
Get a bigger hard drive, you stupid. Not having like 20 terabytes? Come on.
Oh, this is the quote that I love the most. Took me 2 hours to download 40 gigabytes including the day one update. Oh no, 2 hours, you poor thing.
Oh no, try my internet connection. It would probably take me like 2 days.
Oh, try me trying to download stuff on Steam. It crashes my internet regardless, so I can't do shit.
Try being me on Napster in high school, waiting like 4 days to download a file. Kids are wussies these days.
Whatever. If they want to be wussies and just buy the game instead, then be.
Well, it sounds like they've just benefited off of that.
Well, I mean, any PC game's gonna get pirated regardless, but this is a pretty funny way to, like, I guess, sort of bypass piracy in a way.
Too big, fuck it, I'll buy it and have 50 discs.
Don't manage your data properly at all, and you'll apparently get pirates to buy your game.
Yay.
Just keep making your games bigger.
Yeah, it's going to become
because pirates are lazy.
It's going to become like the FMV days for DVD-ROM games, where you have like 9 discs.
Oh
geez.
boy. Gotta change my disc every loading screen.
I can't wait to swap out disc 3 for disc 8 in the middle of a firefight.
Oh, I have to reload? Okay, disc 1. Okay, done. Back to disc 3.
Want to save? Put in disc 9.
No, that's a separate
Disc 10! That didn't come with it! Bullshit!
No, that's a separate save disc.
Now available on eBay. Wolfenstein New Order discs 1 and 3.
Yet there's no disc 2 and 4. Good luck. You're fucked.
Now for the opposite of BJ Blazkowicz. There is apparently now a magazine simply called Gamer Girls.
I quit.
I'm sure this will be great.
A softcore porn mag called Gamer Girls.
Softcore? That's fucking lame. That's even worse.
Well, if you want hardcore, just go on the internet.
For any of you who don't know what softcore means, it means they took a bunch of models and had them pose with like game controllers and wear glasses and shit like that.
Oh, and the fucking picture on the article looks so terrible. Like, the glasses are fucking awful. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what? This looks so bad.
It's like those fake novelty glasses. Like, seriously?
It and they spelled China wrong. What the fuck?
Hey,
I think China Doll might be the name of one of the models.
Like Dixie Cups or I don't know.
I wonder if any of the feminists that wrote those articles before seeing this, you know, maybe they should talk about this kind of stuff instead of, you know.
I think we just shouldn't give them any ideas, period.
Well, I'm just saying if they're gonna go after like you know, things that are demeaning to women in the media of gaming, then this is, you know, what they should target, and not really dumb things.
And not Princess Peach.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this is one pretty lame attempt at a freaking stereotypical nerd right there.
And I thought King of the Nerds was bad enough.
Yeah.
Well, I had to remind myself of that. Oh no. I'm pretty sure this is still a rumor, but basically YouTube might be buying Twitch for $1 billion.
Yeah, but that's not the real sticker. The sticker is who YouTube beat out to bid for Twitch.
Microsoft. They fucking lost. That's pretty funny. Considering that the Xbox One has Twitch support and that YouTube or Google beat them out. Oh my god. Like, I'm starting to wonder how that'll affect, like, the Xbox One and PS4 stuff if YouTube actually buys out Twitch. It's like, hey, take your shit off.
I'm actually wondering how it will affect, like, YouTube streaming in general, because I think you are able to stream on YouTube.
But it's not that good?
Yeah.
So, they'll probably just, maybe if it is true, they'll just integrate it into YouTube maybe to stream from your channel or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, Twitch has wanted to stay pretty independent of like Google and YouTube and all of that, so I have no idea how that would properly work out.
I'm pretty sure this is still all rumors, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if it happens...
I'm moving to Hitbox.
But for now, just take it with a grain of salt.
Which then will get bought out by someone else.
And then we'll have nowhere to go.
I'll get a public access channel.
Oh, please. I better... fuck. That means I'm gonna have to move to Ohio and film public access bullshit with you. And it has to be in VHS format.
Well, of course.
I haven't seen public access bullshit since I was young. My favorite public access thing was the 12 Pains of Christmas. This thing happened on like one of them over here. That's how I first heard of the song, but whatever. God damn it! Now I want to watch.
That's how Mesa Science 3000, Mesa Science Theater 3000 started on public access.
That's how I saw Sesame Street, Bob Ross, and the Red Green Show.
I don't remember too much outside of the Christmas thing, but whatever. I think we're done with gaming news.
Alright, well, let's go to upcoming releases then. And this is going to be an incredibly short segment because E3 is right around the corner.
Yeah, just watch E3. Alright, next segment.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
One game that's going to be out probably by the time this podcast goes up, Murdered Soul Suspect. Which, don't watch one of the trailers for it because it kind of gives away the entire game.
Is this going to be like a Ghost Trick Phantom Detective type of game?
Kinda.
I haven't heard much about the game. I keep mixing it up with The Evil Within for some reason.
Title kind of sounds pretty interesting, though.
And what's it for?
Almost everything.
Okay.
Can anyone tell me what the hell Enemy Front is?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Okay, because apparently there's a GameStop exclusive special edition. And I still have no idea what to make of this. It's a first-person shooter, that's all I know.
It's called Enemy Front?
Yes.
Great. First-person shooter, that's my expertise. Let me go look it up.
It's the first truly modern World War II FPS.
What? Wolfenstein The New Order wasn't that bullshit already?
Yeah, I think I have extremely faint memories of seeing video of this a long time ago. And being completely unimpressed by it.
Okay,
Moving on.
The first thing I see is a slow-mo breach. I'm done. Fucking goddamn it.
You're 6 years too late to join the Call of Duty crowd, guys. Come on.
Literally the first thing I see in the video, a slow-mo breach. Next.
Well, how about Sniper Elite 3?
Meh.
Oh,
You
is
could
it
shoot
free?
Hitler in the balls again. No, that's seriously a thing with the Sniper Elite.
Yeah, you can snipe people everywhere.
Oh my god. It is so hard to find stuff here that isn't just like a tie into a movie or an FPS.
Sounds like games these days.
Wait, I got it. There's going to be a 3DS version of Farming Simulator 14.
Wow, okay.
Good. Just what we all need.
Woo.
God damn it.
Then it can get sold out in my farm town again.
For $2.
Oh, that's right. I was amazed at the kind of games that were on sale in your EV games.
I wish I saw your EV game.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the recent pickups.
Let's do that now so we can talk about games that aren't FPSs.
Oh, then you'll just completely... Actually, wait. Never mind.
Well...
I didn't get FPSs during that.
Well, if you want to go first, Unreal, go right ahead.
Okay. I guess I'll start with the Anime North stuff. I can just glance over. Stuff. I'll start with stuff I got for myself. Up at Anime North, I bought Beautiful Joe for the GameCube, Blue Stinger for the Dreamcast, and Castlevania Curse of Darkness for the PS2. I managed to save $5 when I bought Beautiful Joe and Blue Stinger together. So instead of paying $20, I paid like $15. That was nice. Castlevania Curse of Darkness was like $25. Whatever. And I also bought 2 Super Nintendo games up there, Goof Troop and a reproduction cart of Terranigma, which is probably my favorite purchase so far, even though I wasn't sure if I wanted to pay $50 for it, but I ended up doing it, and I'm just I'm okay with it.
It was still cheaper than like the $70 Super Double Dragon cartridge at that vendor. That kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, I tried haggling with that guy, but they couldn't. I'm like, oh. Then Zero gave me a couple of games. He got me Battleship for the DS.
Yeah.
Well, it's a strategy game at least. You know how good I am at those, right? There's a reason I quit Fire Emblem. What makes you think I'll beat Battleship aside from it being probably super easy and not well thought out?
Well, it's Battleship. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it to begin with, in terms of just the strategy.
That feel when Cory in the house has more thought.
No, I don't think. I'm pretty sure Battleship is more thought.
Well, you gotta have thought. You gotta have thought in it to have a party every week, baby.
Exactly. And he also got me Rock Band Track Pack Volume 2, which I'm not mad about, sort of, because I really like Rock Band, but he got it for the Wii.
And you
Come
don't
on.
have.
I don't have that version.
He seriously didn't know that you had it for 360 the whole time?
No, I think he knew, but he got it because it was cheap. I mean, wait, let's put it this way. The only thing I could probably do on the track pack is sing. And do you know what my ratio of singing to playing everything else is in Rock Band? Pretty low. Unless I do backup if Scott's doing lead, but I'm pretty bad at that. Whatever.
You can't be Angel Halo bad. Come on.
You, on the other hand, gave me Nerf and Strike.
Yep.
I actually played a little bit of it. I got bored. It's not terrible, but part of me kind of wants to play the sequel because you didn't know there was like a double pack, and I didn't know there was a double pack either. I'm like, what? They bundled it together? Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe I have a reason to use that Nerf gun now, but I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to use it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Whatever. Shadow Snake got me Resident Evil Outbreak File number 2, which I haven't played yet, and you can't play online, so wow. There goes the exciting feature of the Outbreak games.
Well, whatever. Resident Evil Collection.
Okay, then why don't I have all the other shitty games then?
Because they won't price drop Operation Raccoon City.
I'm not gonna no.
Pretty sure they have.
If one of you guys seriously gets me that fucking game, I will stop being your goddamn friend. I'm like, no, don't waste your goddamn money, please.
You hear that, Zero?
That means everyone, every single goddamn person. Even if you got it for free, and then you gave it to me for free, I'd still be mad.
Okay,
whatever.
I made your point.
CJ, Canadian Jutsu, got me an NES game, The Karate Kid, because I apparently beat hard games quickly. That's a fucking lie. I don't know why you keep thinking that, Zero. Oh, I beat Dark Souls 2 in less than a week. Wow, that's such a feat when I have nothing else to do in my free time aside from work and not making videos. It's too bad I can't find my NES. I'm probably gonna have to buy another one. I honestly think it may have been sold long ago. And then next thing you know, I buy an NES, and then we actually look through our attic, and it's like, oh wow, look at this NES here. Oops.
Whatever, you have an extra one.
Yeah, kind of like how I have 2 Sega Genesises. After I found out, like, the problem with it turning on wasn't the system, but the power source. Whatever. Oh, what else was there? Oh, right. This is relevant. I also bought Mario Kart 8, and I already beat it. Don't look at me! It's not a fucking hard game, Zero.
Well, no, I mean, Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart's a game you can kind of play through in a day anyway.
Well, it took me 2 days, because if I got burnt out already, then that wouldn't be good. I think I'm...
Yeah, 2 days, yeah.
And the other thing I got wasn't a game up at Anime North, but it was a print for a regular show, just like a custom art print. It's a nice print. It's hanging above my my Monster Hunter mask in my convention badge wall, because I had no other place to put it. And I think that may have been everything I got. Oh, there is one other thing I got. Thanks to Mario Kart 8's digital, free game promotion. We Party You. I can't wait to play Mario Party alone. Again.
Except it's Wii Party.
Alone again. All by myself. Camcorder LP of Wii Party. And I think that may have been it. Looking back, I bought more games for you guys at Anime North than I bought shit for myself. No regrets, because according to Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, Paige has no penis.
Yes, that's important to tell people on the podcast.
Okay, I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
First of all, Canadian Jutsu gave me SCXCR on the NES, although I have no idea where the cartridge went. I think it might be still in some of the shit that I haven't unpacked yet. But some other stuff that I got, Zero got me Hockey Night in Canada, the DVD trivia game. Guess how many times I have watched Hockey Night in Canada? Zero.
Okay, never mind.
I'm not talking to Zero Master. That's how many times I've watched it. Zero.
Not a zip.
I can't even tell who these people on the box are. Whatever. On to more important shit. Unreal got me Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, enjoy that. That was I had 2 copies, so I gave you the other one.
I still need to play Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, but I'll be sure to get to this.
Just remember the series honestly doesn't go in order story-wise. They're all separate.
Okay, so it's like the Final Fantasy games.
Unless it's called Dark Souls X2, but
Dark Souls, the Spirits Within.
Fuck off, don't remind me.
Lightning Returns, Dark Souls 13.
Dark Souls Tactics.
Okay, the series only has 3 games, so let's...
Anyway, Shadow Snake, I wasn't expecting him to do this. Shadow Snake got me 3D Dot Game Heroes. And,
he got you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I really wasn't expecting this, Blondie. WWE Crush Hour. Which, as far as I can tell just from looking at the back of the box and reading the instruction booklet, it's like Twisted Metal with WWE people.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait, Crush Hour, isn't that the driving one?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, that exists.
Okay, something else that Unreal got me. A still sealed copy, tall box version of Patank for the 3DO. Which
that's not how it's pronounced. You gotta read the back, and the back of the box tells you how to pronounce it, which is so stupid.
Oh, okay, I see it. Let me try that again. He got me a sealed tall box version of Patank for the 3DO, which is a pinball game.
You can unseal it anytime. It wasn't expensive at all.
Okay, so meanwhile, that son of a bitch Angel Halo got me.
Oh.
What?
I know what it is. God damn it.
Well, there were a couple of things. There's Crime Patrol.
No, I got you Crime Patrol.
Wait, yeah, you got me Crime Patrol. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
I'm not using a light gun for that, and they're really expensive to get, so whatever.
Yeah, have fun.
That son of a bitch Angel Halo got me a box copy of Shadow War of Succession on the 3DO. For those of you who don't know what that is, do a YouTube search for Shadow War of Succession Anvil, and watch any fights with the black guy in camo.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, expect a video of the Shadow War of Succession tournament on the River City Gamers channel sometime soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was certainly a thing. Anyway, at the convention, I got a few things game-wise. One was I completed the trilogy by getting Medieval Resurrection for the PSP. I already had 1 and 2, but I never got this one, even though it's basically the first game. And something else I got for the PS2, I got Grim Grimoire.
Yep, the first Vanillaware game, I believe, on the PS2.
I thought that was Odin's Spear.
Well, okay, it was either that or Odin's Spear. Both those games came out roughly around the same time or the same year. But Grim Grimoire is like an RTS type of game, actually.
And meanwhile, I got a Japanese copy of Intelligent Cube, which is a puzzle game for the PS1. And the reason I got a Japanese copy is because, number one, for whatever reason, North American copies can be really expensive. And number two, I now own a Japanese PS1. Which is kind of handy because I still have like half a dozen other Japanese PS1 games I haven't been able to play until now. And might as well mention these. There were a few games I got from GameFly because I had coupons expiring. But I wound up getting Remember Me for PS3.
I'm not gonna say it.
You don't have to.
It's a 4-year-old joke anyway.
Remember Me?
And from the trade-in store around me, I got Persona 3.
Just the regular Persona 3 or the...
The regular Persona 3.
Okay, not the
fuck every shit version, FES.
I'm well aware of the difference. I do not care. Then we get into stuff that I got from the EB Games.
That was in my town after the convention.
Yeah, specifically I got one thing.
Oh yeah.
Kung Fu Rider. For those of you who don't know, that is a PlayStation 3 move game. And guess how much it cost?
1 penny.
You're closer than you think.
It got
my
me.
God.
It got me half a point on my edge card.
50 cents.
Oh shit. 50 cents.
And as Blondie said, half a point on his edge card. I didn't know half points were possible.
Neither did I.
Well, what are you gonna spend on that half point?
He's going to get 1 link of a keychain. And winding down here, I wound up getting a few things from some local places. For really cheap, I got Brink. I got
which system?
PS3.
Oh.
I got De Blob for Wii.
Yeah, that game.
And then Angel, Shadow, and or Tiger Uchimaru. I say that because I don't know who specifically paid what for this, but they got me Rayman Legends for the Wii U. So I have a lot of shit to play through now. Although honestly, right now I've just been playing Dragon's Crown a lot. I finally unlocked the online.
Oh sweet, we should actually do that.
Oh boy,
then.
time to take my over-leveled guy.
But anyway, Nightman.
Alright, well, this is gonna be a relatively short one for me, because, you know, it's been like a long time since, I've
Well,
gotten...
that's fine. I mean, the rest of us have long list of games because of Anime North that we got.
Well, nothing's
so.
gonna be I don't have anything from you. So,
but I got stuff. On Steam, well, Steam had that May the 4th Be With You sale, and then they had like Star Wars and all that. So I managed to get Jedi Knights 2 Jedi Outcast. A buddy of mine, he gifted that to me. And I also bought Republic Commando and expect a review of that one. And on the 360, I got Tales of Vesperia.
Okay.
And that's about it.
I guess that just leaves me then, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so just before the convention, actually, there was a couple things I got. I actually picked up a copy of New Super Mario Bros. U on, well, Wii U. I managed to find it for like under like $30 at my store. I also downloaded Alien Crush Returns, which is like basically like a reboot or a new game of Alien Crush, which I do have Alien Crush on the TurboGrafx, so I finally decided to get this on WiiWare. It's also really short. I actually beat it in like less than an hour, I think, but it was still an interesting little pinball game. Okay, now with Anime North, just before we drove up to the convention, Shadow Snake actually gave me Skies of Arcadia on the Dreamcast. He already had a GameCube version of that, so he decided to give me that, which pretty much paid for his gas, since I pretty much rode him up to the convention.
Shit, that's like $50 on eBay. Damn it.
Like I said, it pretty much paid for my gas, at least for him paying me, or whatever. Zero also gave me Sam & Max Season 2 Beyond Time and Space on the Wii, which I have played the first 4 episodes of Season 1. I still haven't played 5 and 6 on Season 1 though, so I'll need to get like, at least I'll probably have to get like Season 1 on Steam or something and then play through those before I play through this on the Wii. And then SCR here gave me Hard Driving on the Genesis, which a little random, but at least it wasn't 20 more hockey games. Like
yeah, at least it wasn't the 16 or 17 hockey games, the Justin Bieber CD, the copy of Miracle for Blu-ray, the maple syrup postcards, the Dudley Do-Right movie and book for the movie, and the Mountie action figure that I gave Zero Master.
I feel so bad for Zero, considering how much shit he had to take home. He had to take the giant freaking Mega Man playset I gave him home. Because that took like half of my luggage space.
Yeah, but the reaction to him seeing that for the first time was priceless.
Yeah, he basically put his hands on his fucking face.
Okay, yeah.
Well, at least he was. I guess he was happy with it. I'm pretty sure he was.
Well,
but go
on. Angel Halo gave me Flashback: The Quest for Identity for the Sega CD. I technically already have this game on the Super Nintendo, but the Sega CD version does have like more stuff on it, like better. It's a better quality port, I guess. It has like actual animated CG cutscenes and stuff instead of like the weird like what do you call it, the polygonal cutscenes like the other versions had, or the vector line. I don't know what we call it. And then Unreal here actually gave me 3 more Sega CD games, one of which was Mickey Mania: The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. Another was Bouncers, which, as far as I can tell, is like a weird basketball-looking type of game.
Okay, like I saw your Anime North thing. I want to elaborate on that game. It seriously is a 2-player basketball game. You can score in your own hoop and score for yourself.
Basically,
yeah.
you play as the basketballs, yeah.
You play as the basketballs, little hands and feet on them. You bounce on top of the other basketball guy to try and get into the hoops.
Yeah, well, I still need to play to see what it's like for myself, so...
Yeah,
and,
I only played it for a little bit, testing it. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm definitely buying it now.
Okay. And this last one, which actually quite surprised me, was Lunar: The Silver Star, the first Lunar game on the Sega CD. So that's yet another RPG that I actually was pleasantly surprised that I got. And that's about it for stuff that was actually given to me, I believe. As for things that... Oh wait, no. There was one more thing. CJ, he also gave me an NES game. It was Toxic Crusaders. Which, okay. Not really sure what to make of that, to be honest, but there you go.
I remember watching the cartoon for that.
Of course you have. You've seen every obscure 90s cartoon.
Oh, right.
80s,
Without
90s
cable.
cartoon. He somehow managed to, though. Or at least remembers every obscure cartoon from that era. But anyway, I haven't seen the movie or the cartoon, so I'm just like, okay. Okay, now I can get to the stuff that I actually did buy. At the vendor, I found a physical copy of Blood War II on the PlayStation, which I already had it on the PlayStation Network on my PS3, but that version, as SCR can attest, has slowdown. So getting a physical copy is better performance-wise. I also got a Blast Chamber on PlayStation. Now, Takeruchi Maru wanted to bring this game for us to play at Anime North, but she forgot. She lent it to one of her friends. So luckily, that game was at the vendor there, and I offered to buy so we can play it. Basically, the game is like you play in a rotating room. You have these bombs strapped to the guy you play as. There's 4 different guys, or up to 4 different guys, and you all have to either score into your own. You have to collect these little star bits, and you have to go into either collect them and go into your own goal to either extend your time on your own goal before the bomb blows up, or you could go to like opposing player goals to reduce their time when they blow up, and whoever blows each other up or blows up the least wins, basically, I think. But we did play a little bit. It was actually kind of fun, frantic.
It was just weird watching it.
Yeah, it's definitely a interesting game to like. Once you basically get the gist of it, and it's actually kind of fun. It actually is fun.
It doesn't help that Tiger Uchimaru was freaking out during the whole thing, and it's like, oh no, it's late at night. We can't wake up the other hotel guests.
Unfortunately, we weren't too loud. We knew it would just stay quiet, but it was still pretty frantic. Everyone was like, oh no, you know.
No.
Yeah. So good 4-player game, if you want that. I also picked up on the Game Boy Killer Instinct. I already had Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo and KI Gold, but I decided to get this to kind of complete the Killer Instinct collection, at least for that. I also got a music CD of Tales of Xillia, which originally came with collector's editions, but I found it separately. So getting this.
Good thing I spotted that at the other vendor in that corner of the room. And just, hey, look at this.
Yeah, and this will definitely be handy for the retrospective when I get to Xillia in like 5 million years. But
I'm pretty sure it's the same soundtrack I got in the limited edition. You know, the game I bought for some reason, but I haven't played ever.
Whatever. I mean,
Fallout New Vegas.
We all have games we bought and haven't played yet. Don't worry about it. But anyway, I also got, and the last game I got there was Monster Hunter Freedom on the PSP, because I had the other 2 Monster Hunter games that came out here. So this is the first one. So that was nice. And finally, after the convention with my EV games, I picked up Beautiful Joe Double Trouble on the Nintendo DS, because I already had Beautiful Joe 1 and 2, so I decided to get the DS one as well. And that should finally be it for all the games I got.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Well then, we mentioned E3 a little earlier, and E3 is coming up. It's, if I remember correctly, June 10th through the 12th?
It's actually starting on the 9th, like months on the Monday.
Right.
And I think it's gonna start Monday, with conferences, and then one thing on Tuesday, and then the rest of the week is basically show floor stuff.
I think 10th through the 12th is like the day that they open it up to the bulk of attendees, because that's still the dates that they're advertising on the E3 Expo site.
Yeah, that I guess that would make more sense. The Monday will be for like press and stuff.
Yeah, Monday is when they're doing a bunch of conferences. If I remember correctly, Microsoft and Sony are going on that day.
Yeah, that sounds about right for E3. Like, I'm pretty sure past few years they've gone the same day. Like, it was definitely like that last year, I remember.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of rumors circulating about what each company is going to do. Like, on Microsoft's end, people have spread rumors about, like, Quantum Break, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Halo 5, and meanwhile, Phil Spencer has been trying to tease stuff on his Twitter account, but I'm not sure what he's saying is actually English.
So he's teasing it pretty poorly.
Yeah, messages like, show is getting set so easier to see what we want talk about prior.
Frickin' Twitter word count limit, can't fit all my letters.
Oh, well, here's a complete sentence. I'm very focused on PC right now.
Okay, bye Xbox, we're not having that at E3.
Even though Games for Windows is closing down, isn't it?
I thought it already closed.
Maybe
That's
it
why
did.
Yeah.
That's how much of a shit I gave about Games for Windows.
Yep.
Meanwhile, for Sony, God of War 4, there's an Uncharted tech demo they're supposedly going to show, Alien Isolation, a bunch of other stuff.
Ooh.
And then Nintendo.
Oh, wait. One more thing about Sony. Chances of The Last Guardian showing up?
Probably about as likely as Bloody Roar showing up.
Or
Okay,
Beyond
so
Good
we're
Evil-
going to make
or-
another bingo card.
Or Beyond
I think
Good
we
Evil
have
2.
to.
I bet 4chan will just have a bingo card ready and we'll just steal from it. I wouldn't mind crossing shit off on that. Because I think I did get a couple of bingos last year from E3. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I actually finished it?
Somebody got at least one bingo from that last year.
Yeah, I think I did. I didn't save it, but yeah.
Well, I'll be sure to copy-paste it
Unless
into
I'm
MS
thinking
Paint.
of the Nintendo E3 Direct bingo card, but I'm pretty sure there was an overall E3 one too.
Yeah, Nintendo, they're rumoring stuff like Bayonetta 2, which hasn't that already shown at E3 a couple of times?
Yeah,
How is that a rumor if it's already been announced?
probably for showing it again, because there could be games that have been announced, but they probably won't show, which I think might actually happen with Quantum Break, from what I've been hearing.
Or that one game
Like,
I'm off of.
I looked up Quantum Break stuff, and recently they said it's not gonna be at E3, so here's a trailer instead.
Or that X game on the Wii U by the Xenoblade
Yeah,
guys.
hopefully that'll show up.
People also have rumored stuff about like Monster Hunter 4 showing up, or a new Legend of Zelda showing up. Shard of Nightmare, I think it's called.
Shard of Nightmare, that's news to me.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that supposed subtitle.
That's a cool title though.
If that even is it, or if it's
I should
just a
copy
working
paste
title.
all of this to see how much of it actually becomes true.
Speaking of Nintendo, like not too long ago, there was like a leaked image of like a list detailing Nintendo's digital event and what games they're showing. I'm skeptical because there's some stuff on there that if it was true, I'd be so fucking hyped. But
Yeah, we don't know if that image
I'm
is even
taking
true.
it with a grain of salt because I know I'm gonna be disappointed at E3 in general again.
Are they going to show Rusty Baseball or whatever again?
But Rusty Cunts already came out.
So did Mario Kart 8, but that's also rumored to be there.
Mario Kart 8 DLC.
Then
Oh,
there's
shit.
that whole Smash Brothers tournament they're doing.
Yeah, that's happening. I don't like. I forget when that's gonna be shown live, but it's happening.
But yeah, what were you getting at earlier? I think I knew we were talking about that. Supposedly, like maybe an F-Zero or something like that.
Yeah, maybe an F-Zero made by Sega again.
Oh
Maybe
my
a
God.
Star Fox made by Platinum Games. Maybe
Made by Platinum. That'd be interesting if that's true.
yeah,
That would be out there.
that'd be like, well, who else is gonna take it? Namco
Yeah.
doesn't want it back. Namco's not doing shit.
Except more
And,
Tales.
Actually, no, that's more Konami. They ain't doing shit outside of Metal Gear.
That and also a new Star Fox game is kind of long overdue anyway.
New F-Zero's long overdue. Both
That
are
too.
long overdue. And hell, they're also rumoring that with that sheet, another Metroid by Retro Studios again. I don't know if this is a real leak. I don't think it's a real leak.
At this
But
point, we're
if-
just speculating.
But if it's true, I'm gonna cry.
If even
Seriously.
one of those is true.
Yeah, and like the reason I think it's fake is because on that list was Majora's Mask 3D for the 3DS. I'm like, yeah, there's no way. If that's pretty much listed, no way. The next thing you know, they're gonna show it. But I'm setting my expectations low. I'm just gonna play with Bingo this year, again, and we're gonna riff it again, because that's the most fun part about E3 for us.
Well, of course.
yeah.
That is unless work gets in the way, but considering the schedule, I should be in the clear. Hopefully, I'll definitely be hosting that, but we'll talk about that later. So what do you think Microsoft's gonna do?
Well, I'm not really sure. They've said in some reports that they're going to do less talky-talky and more showing of games. But it's Microsoft, so I have to take all of that with a huge grain of salt.
Yeah, I think the problem is that they had to talk before because, quite frankly, they never had that many games to show to begin with.
hey, we dropped Kinect support, so here's a couple of Kinect games to convince you to buy it after you get your $400 console.
And now here's another performance by Jay-Z.
Or Flowrider with his criticism shield.
And here's a bunch of
It was Usher, I'm
games.
sorry.
Here's a bunch of third-party games that are on other consoles also.
Yeah, with Microsoft, it's pretty much obvious at this point to keep your expectations low.
Here's Metal Gear, again, not exclusive.
I think that's
Duty.
what really Microsoft and Sony have to do in this, is really push their exclusives.
Which
Sony
still has more of at this
Yeah,
point.
Sony at least has more exclusives to work with. Microsoft's probably just going to be like, here's Halo and...
Oh, here's the new Call of Duty, not made by Treyarch, not made by Faux Infinity Ward, but the third guys.
If they're the ones that actually
Yes,
show
Kevin
beyond...
Smith.
If they're actually the ones that do show Beyond Good and Evil 2, I'll just be like, okay, wow, really?
Ubisoft shows Beyond Good and Evil 2 and Aisha Tyler still hosts.
You know, at this point, I would be glad if we even saw anything on Beyond Good and Evil 2, because...
Tell that to Chip Cheesem.
That's been a game I've been waiting for years, literally.
You better tell that to Chip Cheesem. Oh boy, can't wait for Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah,
Whose game is it anyway?
At least it has a slightly better chance of actually happening than The Last Guardian.
And then The Last Guardian actually shows up. Oh, we moved it to PS4. Still delayed forever.
Well, you never know. I mean, there was that really old Wii IP, Sadness, that just got stuck into Vaporware Hell. And then apparently there's news that it's eventually going to launch on the Wii U in like 2016.
2016!
It's possible. It's not entirely likely, but there is the chance.
If Duke Nukem Forever got released, anything's possible at this point.
I'm pulling a Dumb and Dumber on this one. So you're saying there's a chance?
As likely as Half-Life 3 or Jack and Daxter 4.
By the way, is Half-Life 3
Yeah,
going to show
mate.
E3? Answer's no. Moving on.
Technically, I have made other Jack and Daxter games after 3. Just not by Naughty Dog.
There will be a new Jack and Daxter. It'll just be called JAK.
I'd still prefer it over that Lost Frontier game, but whatever.
I mean, Half-Life 3 is just Half-Life 3. We don't even have to say it at this point.
It's Half-Life the Third.
Yeah.
Half-Life the Third, not coming out. Thanks for watching and have fun. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that Steambox thing they're doing.
Right.
Do you think if that succeeds, that there's any chance they could have some sort of presence at E3?
I don't
Maybe.
know. I actually don't know what Valve's gonna do for E3. Like, they'll probably be there or probably not. At least from the time we're recording this, not when it uploads, but still a week to go.
Well, any final thoughts on E3? What to look forward to, what to expect, what not to expect?
I'm just expecting the usual.
Bullshit?
Yeah, I'm setting my bar
bullshit.
low.
Well, besides the usual bullshit, just the usual, like, announcements and new things and upcoming stuff, you know?
Well,
And we're just gonna make fun of it.
well, after last year, I'm going to expect there to be one developers conference where, kind of like Lords of Shadow 2 last year, Mega 64 will be the best thing about the game.
Oh, is Konami actually having the fucking pre-show again? Is that confirmed?
I don't know.
Where it's just a shitty recording, where they
At
literally
this point-
have no titles. All it is just Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's like, oh, well,
think Metal Gear
that's
Solid-
E3.
I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is just literally the only thing they have to show, so I don't even think they would have a pre-show, because they don't have anything else, really.
Metal Gear Solid
think.
5 pre-show. That's all it's gonna be. Not even about Konami, because God forbid after that game comes out, they're gone. Oh,
Well, if that game sells well regardless, it'll still be around for a little while.
It's still going to sell because it's a Metal Gear game.
yeah.
Regardless of how idiotic Quiet is. I mean, I'm not even going to get into that.
It's literally still almost nothing about that yet. There's still a lot of details where it's like, oh, well, speculation time, Metal Gear trailer time. But I'm setting my bar low, but I still have that nagging feeling of that freaking digital event list. in the back of my head, but I don't want to believe it. I just don't. There's no way. There's zero chance any of that, aside from titles we already know about, are true. Like, SMT Cross Fire Emblem is a confirmed thing that was announced. We don't know if it's going to show, though. X is a confirmed thing coming out this year. It might show. They probably will show it. But some stuff that has not been announced from franchises and stuff that have been with Nintendo for a while, like Star Fox F-Zero, I don't want to believe it because it's too good to be true. There's like no way.
Well, Nintendo
well, at least we'll get to
has
see
do
more of
something.
Hyrule Warriors, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are going to show it because they showed a couple of more screenshots not too long ago.
Well, regardless, Nintendo has to do something.
Well,
And
yeah.
we haven't seen the sales data yet for what, if any, impact Mario Kart 8 is having on Wii U sales, but they've got to have some kind of ace in the hole.
Well, I'm just... I
And
think
no,
it's doing,
I'm not talking about Smash Brothers.
I think it's doing okay. I don't know numbers yet, but let's put it this way. If Club Nintendo is still down, something must have went right. Because I think everyone is literally trying to register the fucking game and get their free game. And it crashed Club Nintendo for 2 to 3 days so far right now. I hope they fix it by the 7th, because I have a post-play survey I need to do before it expires for a game I haven't played. Whatever. That's all I got on E3. We're just gonna live stream it and make fun of it around next week, most likely. Anything else?
Anyone?
Got nothing.
I don't think so.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on to your questions. And we only have one, which is from YouTube user S Baron, and it says, "Is SCXCR coming back eventually?"
Was this
Thank you, goodbye, we're done.
on a podcast?
It was on the
Episode
last
34.
one.
It was on the last one where you were gone for,
Wrestling.
yeah.
Oh,
Well-
okay.
You hear them now, questions answered. Make sure you submit more questions for the next podcast.
The answer
Because-
is yes, for now. 'Cause,
Remember, if you're inactive for a month on the internet, that means you're dead.
I was inactive from the podcast longer than, like, probably anyone per
if you're
time.
inactive for 6 months, they just start divvying up all your online accounts to whoever knew you.
Great.
It's like an will and testament.
Bury me with my video games. No one deserves to have my copy of my video games.
Well, if anyone does actually want to ask us a real question, you
No
can.
offense.
Well, maybe someone will. You can ask us on the YouTube upload. You can ask us on the River City Gamers site, which, by the way, RiverCityGamers.com. It's a thing now. You don't have to type in WordPress.
We've upgraded for now.
Upgrade complete. You can also ask us on the Facebook post or the Facebook group, facebook.com/RiverCityGamers. But for now, how about some video updates? Nightman.
Alright, well, I said earlier, Star Wars Republic Commando, I'm going to review that one. And for Toku Vision, I'm going to be doing a joint review with the Zero Master on the Clash of the Red Rangers movie. So far, that's it, but also, one thing just came to mind. I'm planning like, it's not a guaranteed thing, but I'm planning on doing a plug-and-play video myself, on the PS2 iToy. So,
Oh.
yeah.
If you need any help finding games for that, there are a bunch of them dirt cheap at one of my local trading places.
Appreciate that. I might find some games online too, so I'll probably check Amazon. Anyway, I'm done.
Alright. Unreal.
I couldn't get my plug and play done before Anime Norris because I got bombarded with work a little bit before the trip. Like
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know when it's gonna come out because starting tomorrow after we're done recording the podcast, I have a lot of work that week. So I don't know when it's gonna be done. I'm definitely gonna try and finish it because it honestly shouldn't be too hard to work on, but I just haven't had time. I guess this will count for video update technically. I already mentioned it, but I will be around during E3 live streaming and just riffing on it with the guys. So I guess that's technically a video update. We're just gonna make fun of E3. Shouldn't have much trouble with that. That's relatively easy.
Especially whenever Konami does a conference.
They even do a conference.
Yeah, if they even do conferences anymore. It hasn't been like that for a couple. Jesus. It's really hard to. That's pretty much the only thing on my plate right now. I could also get some convention videos that I haven't gotten out, like, done, including this year's Anime North one. Because Zero's gonna continuously nag me about, you gonna do it? You better fucking work on it.
He's also gonna nag you about Menu Madness too.
He nags people about every kind of video.
Yeah, I'm the absolute worst with this because I don't do shit.
Well, stuff like the Menu Madness shouldn't be too hard to throw together and upload anyway. Like, it shouldn't even take that much time. I imagine anyway.
Oh, you don't know me. You don't know.
You
don't know how
me,
everything
you
works
don't know
behind the
me.
scenes.
Well, whatever.
But
Just whenever you can.
In general, plug and play is like the main focus. But I need time, and this week is not gonna be it's not gonna be time. I think that should be it for me. Next.
All right, I'll go ahead and go next. I did just recently post that parts of the Bloody Roar retrospective, which took over a year, but I finally got it out. And I can tell you right now, Bloody Roar 4 is going to take a while. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I never want to talk about that game after the video is done. But in the meantime, I do have a couple other things I'm working on. Well, I am going to work on a $5 gaming, which hopefully will be out within a couple of months. Even though I am going to be kind of busy for the next month and a half or so. Oh right, I'll have another Hindsight Miscellanea ready, possibly week and a half or so. In fact, I'm hoping I can shoot it right after this podcast finishes. And other than that, a lot of my time is going to go toward, unfortunately, playing Ninja Breadman, because I'm going to be speedrunning that at Summer Games Done Quick 2014, which happens June 22nd through the 28th, and you can watch it at gamesdonequick.com. All donations go to Doctors Without Borders, so check that out. And I think that's it for me, so Blondie, take it away.
Okay, well, the main thing I'm working on right now is another They Made a sequel. It's going to be on ActRaiser 2. I've already got the footage recorded. I just need to write the script and film and do everything else for that. Besides that, there'll be another Black Sheep interview, and then the next Tales of Retrospective after that. So I'm just going in order of that for those. There are a few other little projects, like for the RiverCityGamers YouTube, I'm also probably going to work on too, such as some RCG plays on Wii and WiiWare games that I recorded with some of the other members. Like I recently did blow one up for Castlevania Judgment. There's others I'm probably going to edit together and throw up there as well as a few other little projects I've been wanting to do for quite a while, but other than that should be it.
Alright, well, that brings us to the end of this podcast. Once again, I am SCXCR.
I am Unreal.
I'm Blondeguygamer.
I am Nightman.
Wow. Okay, for the games...
See you next week for E3!
I just realized that for the games that I went through in the Stuff I Got thing, they are now completely surrounding my chair.
Oh, because you had no place to put...
Yeah, I have a moat of games that I need to get through.
Don't we all?
Have fun with Crime Patrol. See you next week for E3.
Boo!